from Hayesville, Murphy area in 2009, and the main reason that I moved is because my husband, who has a bachelor's degree in meteorology, could not find a job in our area. I have a degree in nutrition and dietetics, and I was able to find a job, but he couldn't find a job, so we had to move to start a family and for better opportunities.
I look at the downtowns, pretty much any town around here, they're on the verge of death, if not already there. And it's because people have scattered homes all over. And, that's single family residence, fine. But there's nothing really drawing you. There's a bypass around the main street, and that's where your restaurants, and there's, you go out to eat. It's not part of your community. You get everyone in the car and you drive there and you get something to eat, and you go back home. And after 7 o'clock, the town's dead again. Instead of creating a community where there's people walking, and just bouncing from place to place.
Essentially, we have become, for the past couple of decades, a retirement community, a bedroom community, and it seems like that folks have accepted that and believe that is kind of what we have, because it's the easiest thing to do.
It's beautiful here, but there's a certain mindset around here that doesn't necessarily agree with me. And that's not that it's bad, it's just a little bit different than the way I think. I would like to see it a little bit more progressive out here. Stronger recycling programs, more emphasis on, ironically, agriculture. This place has a huge history of agriculture, but at the same time, all of the food is brought in from other places. You don't see the big farmers markets you see on the West Coast.
As far as moving, I did not want to move. I cried my eyes out when I had to move. I did not want to leave this area. My family's here. My dad's business is here. My brother-in-law's business is here. This is my home. I enjoy coming back every chance I get.
Folks may move in after they get older. When they're young, this is not a place you want to be. It's not a place that you want to stay, because when you go to Athens, when you go to Charlotte, when you go to Raleigh, when you go to Atlanta, there's a whole lot more things going on for young folks than there is here.
I want to give my child the life I had, and if there's no jobs, we can't do that.
I don't know how you could, it would be a difficult thing anyway to bring in more jobs, more people, more career-minded people, productive citizens, without sort of spoiling the majesty that is around here. Something that would be really big, I think, is some sort of public transportation. I deal with a lot of people that have issues getting to places that they need to be. And around here, it is so far between places, there isn't even really a taxi service. Because it would be $20 to go get groceries.
It's great to live in the country, but at the same time, if there's nothing to do, you're not going to attract young people. And, that's primarily the reason I see most of the people I know have left the area. They've gone to school, then after that they've gone to an area that's attractive. It's just, they're looking for things to do.
One thing I would love to see this area do is when there are opportunities, when companies are moving in, and schools are adding on and things like that, give that to the local contractors. Give them a chance to bid for those, to stimulate jobs.
If things were a little bit, closer together, if things were more accessible, and there was a wider variety of things that people could engage in, and bring people that sort of expect those things.
Could you build, apartment communities in downtown Hayesville? Maybe. Maybe there is an opportunity for that. Have, if you had 200 people, 100 people living within, the city limits, they're going to do something at night. Instead of the apartments that are up here that are 5 miles out of town.
If my husband could find a job here, we'd move back in a heartbeat, and we would get us a little house with a little picket fence, and I'd be perfectly happy, but it's just not feasible for us.
Do we see ourselves moving back here in the next few years? Likely not. Working commercial real estate, and just given what I do, it would be a very hard thing to replace here.